Let me see if I'm live or not. Yes, I'm live now. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, Middle East and Asia. And good night. I can still say good evening to you guys who is watching this live stream right now. Uh, I'm having a good friend of mine from Italy today. His name is Manuele. We know each other for almost 17 years, if I'm not mistaken, and we've always been a great touch with each other, respected each other's work. So today, when it came to idea of sharing my thoughts on 11 days with him, it's important that I bring him on board, understand his perspective from here, how Italy is going to react to this, and how we can make it reach to millions and zillions of people across the world. Also, that this thought, how important that could be in our life and for our future generation. I'm bringing him on our line right now. Welcome on board.
Hi.
Thank you so much for getting time for me and joining this conversation. My main,
Thanks to you.
I've already shared a little bit this thing with you on. Definitely, we did not have a proper conversation in it, and you always may have questions to ask. So I would say first, if I have to say this in Italian, 11, how will you say it in Italian? So at least people who are watching from your region can also understand.
Yes, of course. I will start with few words in English because I'm not a good speaker in English. And as I say to you, we share our commitment with environment. As I say to you several times in this year, we need to do something. We need to start to do something, because maybe it's even too late, but if we don't start, we cannot do anything. So now I speak in Italian language to update about the situation and what we can do as a commitment for this project. Allora, questo progetto è un progetto che nasce da molti anni di riflessione con UNAID, con moltissime altre persone in giro per il mondo. 11 giorni per curare la terra. Sono 11 giorni in cui si vuol chiedere un impegno, una riflessione, anche, perché no, una pressione ai nostri governi, perché davvero inizino ad impegnarsi seriamente per quella che si chiama, che detta da tutti ora si chiama transizione ecologica, ma che poi alla fine è una lotta ai cambiamenti climatici, perché ricordiamocelo, la questione sul piatto è se l'umanità come la conosciamo oggi sarà in grado di vivere la Terra ancora a lungo, perché con i cambiamenti climatici in atto non è affatto detto. E questi cambiamenti climatici hanno un'origine umana, non hanno un'origine naturale come alcuni vogliono far capire, vogliono far intendere. Quindi cosa possiamo fare noi? Noi possiamo fare pressione, noi possiamo fare, prenderci dei piccoli impegni reciproci, creare comunità energetiche. Questa è una cosa che mi piacerebbe per esempio molto fare anche nel territorio che vivo, ma sarebbe bellissimo vederla in tutta Italia, in tutta Europa, in tutto il mondo. Creare naturalmente laddove l'urbanizzazione è stata selvaggia, incontrollata, ricreare zone verdi, ridare la possibilità alla natura di produrre quella CO2 che, anzi di riprendersi a sé quella CO2 che abbiamo emesso in atmosfera. E è necessario da questo punto di vista provare ogni anno per 11 giorni a fare questa riflessione. Da ora in poi, dal 1° maggio ogni anno noi dobbiamo prenderci un impegno con noi stessi prima di tutto e naturalmente con la terra che ci ospita. I don't know, Junaid, if you understood something.
I could not understand a single word. But I felt your emotion when you're saying about this initiative and your whole positive intent to joining this initiative, as the way we discussed offline on that.
Yes.
At least we are starting. How it will impact,
yes.
But we need to do something. At least we need to do something productive which can change the way we see life and the way we've been living our life. So we had started to technology over the period of time, the way things have gone. I would like to understand from you the kind of problems Italy has faced due to climate change, or maybe whatever the last 30, 40, 50 years overall problem the whole world sees. What kind of problems actually specifically Italy would have seen in last few years?
Yeah, I just say one thing in English, then I'll start again with the Italian language, because Venice is a treasure of all the world, not just Italy. And climate change produced in Venice, I don't remember how many times the high water, the level of the sea higher than the city of Venice, more times in this last 20 years than centuries before, than the last 1,000 years. Just more times, and the situation can only go worse in the next years. But it's not just a matter of the Venice survive, but is
so the moment about Venice, I remember that discussion we had when we were in Venice that day. In 2006, yes. I guess we were in Venice together.
Oh, or 7. I don't remember.
I guess 7, yeah. So I remember we had discussion then when you showed me the watermark around, and that how water has gone down and then it's coming up. A lot of old buildings, which is about more than 300-year-old buildings, and those are travel. Now I remember this conversation we already had. So I'm saying, see, now we all know, suddenly we know the problems. Now we have to also come with this. We all understand slowly, because the way the media is talking about it and the whole world is talking about it, there is something called climate change. Not a lot of people may not understand what climate is, but they understand the concept of there is something is happening.
I would like now to talk in Italian language, because poco fa ho parlato solamente di Venezia, perché Venezia è conosciuta in tutto il mondo, e quante volte è successa l'acqua alta a Venezia negli ultimi anni, molto più dei secoli passati, molto più spesso dei secoli passati. Però la questione naturalmente non è solo la conservazione di una delle più belle città del mondo, la questione è molto più ampia, e quanti sono i paesi, le cittadine a noi vicine oppure le nostre cittadine che hanno avuto esperienze climatiche mai viste prima. Anche qua, non molto lontano da dove sto io, un ciclone ha distrutto un paese pochissimi anni fa. E stiamo anche attenti a non farci fregare quando le persone parlano di tempo, quando invece la questione è il clima. I cambiamenti climatici non sono le previsioni del tempo. I cambiamenti climatici sono degli studi ben argomentati, ma soprattutto ben codificati, che sono chiari, e il riscaldamento della Terra e la difficoltà, insomma, a poter fronteggiare un fenomeno così elevato non si spiega quando, insomma, con un temporale in più, una nevicata in più. Io mi ricordo bene degli assurdi titoli di giornale con fa freddo, avete visto, non è vero che la Terra si sta surriscaldando, è un'assurdità, sono assurdità. Stiamo attenti, i cambiamenti climatici ci sono e sono indiscutibili e bisogna fare qualcosa.
So I won't definitely you have to just give me a lead that you have finished. I'm sure you would have given this information about the Venice, which we discussed some time back. Now, my next question would be, what protection you see the moment I tell you about this 11 days of lockdown? Does not mean you have to lock yourself. We don't need to. We should avoid using vehicle, traveling, construction work. You've read about all those things which I've mentioned.
Yeah.
The moment the word
I have a personal.
Lockdown is scary. So how you react? I remember you had a little uncomfortable reaction, but
see, I have a personal commitment, and it's not just in health, the health of the earth, but it's even for my personal health. I avoiding meat. I'm avoiding to eat meat. And I'm avoiding to eat meat since October. I lost a huge amount of weight because of it, and I need it.
Wow.
And I need to lose, and I need to lose it more. But I started. As I said before, we need to start from somewhere, and so I reduce very heavily the meat in my
are
life.
you eating cheese also? Because I know Italy, the kind of cheese platter I have seen at your place.
You're eating a weak point of a weakness of mine. I stopped cheese also. But yes, I stopped to eat cheese, but it's very difficult in Italy to stop to eat cheese. But it's not just for that. It's not just for my personal health. It's a commitment. It's a commitment that I want to do because my lifestyle was not affordable, was not sustainable, and I'm trying to start.
Is that you saying? Are you going vegan?
I'm sorry.
Are you using vegan life? You're following vegan diet all the time.
Not fully vegan because I still eat fish, some fish, and I'm still eat some eggs, but. I save in last 6 months. I made a very bad calculation. I save at least 200 tons of CO2 with my
you saved
with my new lifestyle. But it's just a start. It's just yes, as I said before, we need to start from somewhere.
I wanted you for people to understand that how you saved it, because I know that how you saved CO2 by not eating this food, but there are millions and zillions of people watching it today, maybe later. They would not understand how you. Please explain this for people to understand that how this lifestyle, but only just food habit, is changing.
And it's okay. Around about 50% of all of the production of agriculture production is for feed animals, for feed domestic animals. for feed cows, for feed chickens, for feed goats, for feed sheep. And 1 kilos of meat is very is much more heavier for the health of the herd, because I have to say it in Italy. I'm sorry.
Please speak
Un
in
chilo di
Italian.
yeah. Un chilo di carne ha un impatto ambientale estremamente più alto della stessa quantità di calorie che si possono ingerire grazie ai prodotti della terra, grazie alle verdure, grazie al riso, grazie ai legumi, e sostenere gli animali domestici, gli animali che noi usiamo per la nostra alimentazione, è un costo che attualmente non siamo più in grado di sostenere a questo livello. Io non so se la scelta giusta è quella di ridurre a zero, però sicuramente la scelta necessaria è quella di ridurre. Io nel mio piccolo l'ho fatto e ne ho avuto anche dei grandissimi giovamenti a livello di salute. Però e continuerò a farlo, perché insomma devo ancora giovarmene ancora di più, però è prima di tutto un impegno che si ha con il proprio territorio, con la terra, con la sostenibilità del nostro stile di vita. I was in a difficult situation in English to explain that.
I can understand the switch, and also the emotion has to change. My other thing is like the way we mentioned about lifestyle change, which you have done, and your healthy life, as well as you've saved CO2, tons of CO2. What I'm suggesting 11 days for Earth's healing. If we start doing only 11 days in a year, trust me, and the whole world does it, then the kind of change we see in our life. Already pandemic has shown us, we were locked down and we were not able to drive, we were not able to fly. We could see how the sky was looking. It was beautiful. There were small insects taking birth. There were the small plants which were growing. You could see the fishes on the sea. They were enjoying the good time. We all must give them the little good time. The intention is we all share the happiness. So though is not sad lockdown, the way we had the lockdown during our pandemic lockdown, it should be happy lockdown. Just be happy.
Yeah,
you're saying something.
It's not easy to speak about an happy lockdown right now, but I would like to. I would like to that these 11 days will be 11 days for think about our lifestyle of pressure for our governments, and 11 days, not just a symbol, but not just 11 days. Because
this is the one regime, and then you follow slowly in your life, on a daily life. Just people to get to know that this is important. Maybe the next generation, like 5-year-old, 10-year-old today, they get into this understanding of this much better. Maybe in our we were not so conscious about environment. Maybe we were not taught like that. There was no environment threat we could see. But now is this generation is going to see that problem, and it's our duty to make them ready to fight it out. This is what when we were growing, we did not have this problem. We could play anywhere, we could walk anywhere without any fear. But this 30 years of life, a lot of changes happen. So now it's our duty that we must. That's the larger thought. So yeah, when I said lockdown, that does not mean we are closing every activity, living. It's not like that. You can go out, you can go bicycle, you go mountains, you can go to wherever you want. You travel. Travel means travel. The means of travel changes. Maybe you walk, you do mountaineering, you maybe bicycle plus battery operated. So there are a lot of other things have come up. You don't need to depend only on the cars. So can for those 11 days. I will not fly for that 11 days. I will not go. Let fishes also go to the rest and at least nurture their life. Let them produce more.
Yes.
When they have a food, produce more. And
Yes.
maybe let's
And
not
we
do
need
construction
even
work.
yes, and we need even to think about mm, our use of fossils fuel.
Yes,
And
fossil fuels is very
for
important
our
for me to
car,
not.
for our homes, for our car, for our travels, we need to avoid fossil fuel. We need to start an economy based to renewable energies, to a kind of energy that is not based on fossil fuels. And it's not easy, but
True.
it's the only thing that we need to do.
So again, the consumption of fuel is also based on the availability. The way the whole economy and the world is moving around fossil fuel. The whole
Yes,
economy and politics both, because you're in a politics activist. I don't need to be. The whole economy's politics is all around the fossil fuel. It's got availability. If it's not available to me, I will definitely look for alternate option, or government is the alternate option. Okay, fine. You have
yes.
this option. Choose one from that. Unfortunately, this is something which is not in our hands. We will still depend on government, but at least we need to understand, to have the knowledge, to have the conversation with government. So today, even this initiative when I'm talking about, I'm not. You and me can't do anything. We cannot shut the system. We can people. We can
And,
explain people.
and there is even another aspect. If you can
Yeah.
start an economy not based on fossil fuels, you don't
Yeah.
need to go where fossil sources are. You not need to create war in that places. You don't need to create people who escape from wars. You don't need to create unhappiness in half part of the world, because our society are based on fossil fuels that we can reach only over there. If you without the needs of fossil fuel, the Western world would avoid the war in Middle East, in Africa, and in in South America, and in many places where people are suffering because of the fossil fuel economy based like
True.
we are.
So what you suggest, what is the alternate option in your mind? You're talking to me about this in this morning also when we had. What is in your mind? What is the great suggestion for that? How it can be achieved?
Unfortunately, there are no easy solutions, because fossil fuel engines are right now the most powerful engine and most easy engines that we know. We cannot have a very big boat just with the renewable fuels, with a renewable source of energy. We cannot have
True.
large airplane with just renewable energy. We need research and development. We need to change many aspects of our lives if you want to avoid fossil fuels right now. And I don't know if we are able to do that. The only thing that we are able to do now is to avoid the fossil fuel for the smaller things, for our homes, for our houses, for our car, for our local transport. It's just not the differences between an electric car or and a gasoline car. It's the difference between, of course, a bicycle and a car. But it's only the difference between a power plant based on fossil fuel and a power plant based on a river or a sea or the wind. I'm sorry?
Wind or hydropower is also good.
Yes. We create in Italy many power plants based on wind strength, and many other power plants based on the rivers, the water strength. But of course, I don't remember the exact amount of percentage, but the most percentage of our electricity is still from carbon and oil, is still from fossil fuel.
Oh.
But our power plant can be replaced with our fossil fuel power plant can be replaced with renewable energy power plant. And this is what we can change.
So what I'm saying is, the moment you stop using car for 11 days, hypothetically, you are actually saving that fuel. If you're not flying, you're saving the fuel. If you're not having construction work, that means a lot of other machines are not working during construction. You're saving fuel. And by walking and by biking, you're also making your health little better. You'll be able to breathe better, cleaner air. So even if that 11 days makes you a little more healthier, it's making healthier to the animals, to the other plants, to other insects, and it's giving time to grow. When they grow, your ecological system will be balanced. So if you will turn into fossil, then tomorrow they will be of your use. Otherwise, you will not have fuel after 20-30 years. You never know. You have to have a moderate use of everything, even animal. Consumption of animal, also meat. You've been a meat eater. We've been meat eater all our life. But no, we never realized that how much we create to grow them, to feed them, and then after that, their remains after that creates how much of carbon for our world. I did that till the time I started working on this project. So yes, I have become very eating meat now. I don't eat, but I haven't stopped, I won't say, but I have become moderate. I started practicing, I will not eat. I will consume less. And that will eventually show impact. That's the idea, that we start from somewhere. So right now, I want you to take a pledge. If you can follow that 11 days during 1st May to 11th May, you may not drive, if possible for you. I will not push you, because I understand this lifestyle will not change. We have to slowly come to that situation. 2 year, 3 year, then we know, oh, these days I'm not going to be in country. I will be living in woods, and I will not drive. So can you take the pledge right now?
Io prendo un impegno. Non so ancora dal 1° all'11 maggio quanto ridurrò il mio impatto sull'ambiente. Non so ancora cosa sarò in grado di fare e a cosa saprò rinunciare, ma farò di tutto per farlo, e prendo l'impegno anche per provare a calcolare quanto in quegli 11 giorni avrò risparmiato in termini di CO2 emessa nell'atmosfera. Junaid, I took a commitment with in Italian language, and I don't know what I will do from the May the 1st to May the 11th, but I don't know what I can avoid. I don't know what I will be able to do, but I take a but I take a commitment, and the commitment is that I will calculate the tons of CO2 that I will save, that I will not put in this atmosphere in that 11 days.
I think this is what we want. And I'm also sure that you will also spread on your friends and relatives about it, so they all can do that. You must share your pictures and videos when you are following those days. You must share.
Yes, I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed because of my English, but I will share.
So what
it.
I'll do, I will make you at the Facebook page. You can put your things there on Italian, so a lot of people can read it and they can follow it. Okay. You put things in Italian. I will make you the admin of the page. Come on board.
Yes, of course. I will share this video with my political activist friend, and with my friends that have, how can I say, a green heart in their chest. And I'm glad to be here with you, and I will follow this experience, and I will try to grow this experience for this year and for the next years, because I think it is important. It's important not just because you're my friend,
perfect.
Not just because you're my friend, but because it's important. It's really important for me too, and for all of us.
That is more important. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks to you.
Our 30 minutes of conversation has become 2 minutes over, but it's lovely having you, Manuele, on board with me, and we may have a conversation again sometime during May, when we are on the situation. We will meet people, we will talk with our experiences and see how it goes. We are together.
Yes.
Thank you so much again joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie.
We can talk offline again. Okay.